Sounds like they're rushing to get up there.
I guess as you might be able to see, there is no one here. So no one coming to the microphone. So I will close the public comment portion of the meeting and we will quickly move to village business. Item number 1, we have a resolution to approve the claims and warrants.
I went over them all, and I make that motion to approve the claims and warrants.
And I agree, so I'll second it. I can-
Trustee Lauer,
Aye.
Trustee Lancy,
Aye.
Trustee Belkane,
Aye.
Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item number 2 is a resolution to approve the 2024-25 tax warrant. That's part of your packet for the general fund. It turns out to be a total of $596,123. Business Improvement District, $24,160. Sewer fund, $276,975. Commercial sewer, $35,734, with a total being, for all purposes, $932,992. I would ask for a motion to approve the 2024-25 tax.
What's the difference between the sewer fund and the commercial sewer?
The commercial sewer is what we bill, what will be the collecting for commercial properties. And then that's what actually.
Okay.
They're billed quarterly or something like that based on water
Okay.
consumption. Whereas the sewer fund is just that flat number, you know, the
Yep.
275 or whatever.
Okay, well, that's kind of right.
And that's that number right there, the 35,000 is actually the delinquent sewer. So that's what has not been paid up until right now, so we'll go on the tax bills.
Okay?
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Trustee Belkane,
Aye.
Trustee Lauer,
Aye.
Trustee Lancy, Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Next, we have a motion to approve surplus declarations. You have that in front of you. I believe that we have a W4. That's a 2008 Mack truck, W7, 2018 Ford, and P17A, which is a 2013 Rattle sweeper. And there also is the accepted bids received for the sale of vehicles by auction as follows. The W7, I believe we received a bid of $51,850, and for the P17A sweeper, $15,300. So there's a recheck for the final bid there, $25,000 for the W4, but
So what are you gonna do with the W4?
Yeah.
I'm going to put that back up when it's closer to fall time, I think September, we're going to September, not auction.
yeah, the second
So-
one.
And
So should you declare it as surplus now, if you're not gonna auction it till September? Or if you wanna use it? I mean, you could declare it as surplus.
well, we can undeclare it as surplus, I guess, or take it off the list and use it to meet the highest figure.
Yeah.
No, we don't declare it
You're going to use it in
surplus.
the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will delete
Correct.
as the W4. So modification of that authorization then to declare the vehicle surplus would be for the W7 and the T17.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Trustee Belkane,
Aye.
Trustee Lancy,
Aye.
Trustee Lauer,
Aye.
Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Next, you have a This budget mods and transfers. In the current year, we were approaching the end of the year. In a new fiscal year, next meeting, June 1st, so there are a lot of,
We saw our transfer.
Yeah.
Modification last meeting of the year.
a lot of transfers going on and modifications.
Were they just not in the right places or something last year? or-
No, this happens every year, when things just get moved based off, it's pretty standard.
Yeah,
And
so-
since Danielle wasn't our treasurer at that time,
I don't know. Well, that's kind of what I'm asking.
but no, it wasn't in the wrongs. But the budget is a guess, that you're guessing on some
I
of it.
understand
You
that
know,
part.
so sometimes you just have to move things. It's pretty standard for that to happen, actually.
I think sometimes we might not have seen these in the past because like the 81-3400s, the board passes a budget as, it's like 81-3400, so let these budget modifications run presented.
Marcia usually did it later, but
Yeah.
they always happen.
No, it's way, they don't have to, I think, because they passed it at 400. And they're all the same.
Once we approach the end, there's usually some reshuffling of what was done at the beginning of
That's
the
a
year.
normal for any business.
Yeah.
Well, we really screwed
None
up
of
on
these
the
are really
doggy waste bags.
appropriations of money funds, these are just transfers within what we got.
It's not overages, it's just, you know, tweaking.
How do we,
What was the one?
we
Uh-oh.
really goofed up on the doggy waste bags.
Which one was that?
That was good.
First five, I guess. Yeah.
$145 worth of dog waste bags.
Please.
It all adds up, sir.
That's because those who watch their dogs
Pick it up.
look to the village.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You don't want to go through and read them all.
I don't think we need to go through all of these.
Line item by line item.
Thanks. And review it for tonight. We're online. Look them over. Once you look it over, I have a motion to approve. Modifications.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy? Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes. I would say, I would guess that since this budget we just passed is Danielle's budget, that it would be a little bit less of these, you know, at the end of the year. 'cause she-
So that's what I think.
Yeah, but there are usually some, but, you know. Plus, there's also some that she gets told to do from the auditors too, so. But I would guess it would be less next time.
I hope so, I would guess it's been three-quarters. Okay. Next, we have a resolution to authorize the treasurer to transfer $250,000 out of unreserved fund balance to the general fund vehicle replacement reserve. This was done, I believe Daniel talked to us about that, but we have a lot in the unrestricted one, and so she's looking to place these funds in a specific reserve. And the general vehicle replacement reserve, we kind of been putting them into, this is going to be something that we establish now.
So where's the money if you guys know? Don't go shoot. I don't know if I'm- it's so much.
Where's it coming from?
Yeah, it's,
The unrestricted.
No, I was just looking at number 6, it says to transfer 93,000 to the vehicle replacement reserve. Number 5, it says to transfer 250 out of unreserved fund balance, so you know where it's coming from and where it's going. Where's the 93,000 now? Just sitting in?
It says as a result of the
village's
sale
checking
of
account or
equipment,
something, or where is it?
from the sale of equipment.
Yeah, but
Where is
it's
it?
gotta be in an account somewhere, it's gotta be
yeah, one
somewhere.
count.
It's like, there's not like $93,000 in cash sitting in a drawer somewhere.
I assume it's in, I would guess it's in the general savings, but I can ask.
Does that like automatically become part of fund balance?
I think unreserved fund balance, but let me double check.
Jake's got it in a cash and an envelope in his desk.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Jake's got 93,000 somewhere,
Yeah.
sale of equipment.
Well, no, we can't buy those things we talked about.
Transfer the 93,010 dollars.
That's what
I'm sure.
It comes from-
knows where it is.
It comes from the unreserved fund, right?
Bryce didn't tell us.
It comes from the unreserved fund. So which he's using
Which was-
$93,010.
which was increased because of the sale of equipment. And because we're holding quite a bit in reserve funds.
Yeah, I think she wanted to do that to comply with the,
Control.
well, the fund balance policy you just passed a couple of weeks ago. To get it below the, I forget what, 25% or whatever.
It's currently sitting in the sale of equipment
So it's sitting in the sale of equipment fund.
line,
Okay.
and I think really just means general.
That's a,
account.
well, that's a revenue account somewhere, sale of equipment.
Yeah.
So one is a transfer of the funds from the unreserved fund balance into an identified vehicle replacement reserve. And the other one is a transfer from the sale of equipment and the money that's in there. Right?
Sorry, what was that?
And so,
One is, one,
93,000.
yep, that's directly from sales of already.
From the general fund.
Yes,
And that's being transferred into the fund balance.
that's going
so that's
into,
the reserve.
into the vehicle replacement reserve.
Unreserved fund. yeah.
And the point of that is that so that we can start having a reserve for vehicles instead of having to do leases, which,
And that makes sense.
so then you can just take it out of the reserve.
Or what happens every year with the budget vehicle. Or not. Every year, that for 300,000 or whatever in vehicle replacement and so on.
Yeah,
This would contribute to that.
Yeah. yep, yep. And then the 250,000 is our unreserved fund balance is getting too large, you know, the OPEB. And so the OSC doesn't like that, so, we wanna put that
To a
into,
specific purpose.
yes,
After the transfer of 250,000 from the reserve fund balance, what's the balance?
it's still like 800,000. But I
It's gotta
have
be
to
a lot
ask,
more than that.
Yeah.
it's,
Unrestricted.
well, just from the, in the unrestricted, yeah. Hold on. Please hold. Yeah. I just messaged her. She had a kid thing, so I told her that I would message her with questions.
So the 250,000, that's going to come out of the unrestricted fund balance. Very defined.
Well over $1 million
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand.
Replacement.
Yeah,
as of end of last fiscal.
93 comes from the sale this year. That is currently sitting. We wish to transfer that as well.
okay.
And then most likely this year we'll be adding to the unreserved fund balance again this year, so it's important that we put what we're putting in there to the reserve.
So number 5, we have a resolution to authorize the treasurer to transfer monies from unreserved into the fund, general fund, vehicle replacement reserve. Do I have a motion for that?
That we were ready, but
I don't know if we did.
I'll make a motion.
You wanted to know what it was for.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy? Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes.
And then we have the resolution to put the $93,010 from vehicle replacement to the vehicle replacement reserve. And that's a result of the sale of equipment in this current year. So,
Okay. Okay,
Okay, I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes. If I can, Mayor Byers, Danielle would also like to talk to you guys at the next meeting about putting some into, she's been working with Don, and she would like to put a little bit into buildings fund balance, or sorry, the reserve as well, so that in case something happens to Village Hall, that's also there for emergencies and things like that. So she's gonna come talk to you about that soon.
that was my comment.
What's in there now?
Oh.
Reserve, she's looking to put into reserve.
Yes, I believe it was originally set up as the well decommissioning. So Don instructed her to change it to just buildings.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything in the account now. It originally was established in 2015, primarily to save money to cap the wells and get rid of the buildings and the well field. I'm not sure it was ever funded, but the language of that reserve account also includes construction or reconstruction of any building owned by the village.
Oh.
Not just the well field. So rather than set up a second
Yeah.
building capital account, and it can't be used for emergency stuff. It's a capital account, so it can only be used for capital
Like a head.
expenses. So if the roof, a repair, no, you can't take the money out of it. But to build a new village hall, or put an addition on something, or, so that's where the money's going. Which makes sense because in the future, in my view, and Jake's, I think the village could use a new DPW building somewhere.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Just want to clear that off, that you're going to start over fresh.
Right, I'm just, yeah, it's just gonna get closed up and sealed like a phone's vault. Or Raldo come and find us someday.
All the time, he'll find out.
Okay.
And last we have here, resolution to authorize the village treasurer to sign an engagement letter authorizing MMB to conduct the Village of Webster audit for the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2024 in the amount of $20,220. This would not apparently include, and be attending a village board meeting. So we will have to decide whether or not we wish them to come and simply look over the
Yeah,
primary materials that they provide.
thank you. I wanted to point that out because Freed Maxic included that in what we paid, and we got a bill we weren't expecting for when Tom came that one time, and it was pricey. So just wanted to give you all the information in case,
That current letter, I think, says $350 if he comes to a meeting.
it ended up being like, I'll have to ask, but it was like 350 or around 500. That in combination with him coming out to explain stuff about us, about changing the sewer fund to a governmental fund, that in combination with coming here was around $800, and that's all.
Yeah, well, every time they come out here in person, they
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
But I think it's specifically that retainer agreement, or whatever you want to kind of call it, specifically says $350 if he comes out and explains the audit
Yep.
like they do every year. In addition to the cost of the audit, which is $20,220.
Yeah. I saw that.
Keeps going up. But I reviewed it and it's, the form of it's okay. I make
Okay,
no-
the
Well,
form.
that's
I
something
make no,
that,
I make no comment as to the cost.
that can be decided on actually later if it's not included. Right? If we wish to have him come to.
Yeah, if you don't want them to come out, then you don't have to pay for the $350. If you want them to come out, then it's going to be $350.
I think they included that 20 grand,
He
geez.
should be.
I mean, it's nice to have that. Freed, it was always really helpful to you all when Freed would come, but when Laura would come. But it's totally up to you. I just wanted you to have all the info.
So,
Less than an hour.
okay, I hear a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Trustee Balky?
All right.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy? Mayor Byers?
I just.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Would we, next year, look to see if there's someone else?
Yes, she also wanted me to point out that the audit is going up because of lease schedules are very time consuming. And we don't remember what GASB number it is, but I believe that references it in that letter as well. That's why it's a little bit higher, but I mean, the cost of everything is going up.
Yeah.
But,
Well, this is the second year.
yeah, so there's nothing wrong with us
Next year,
kind of
that
going
should
out
be
there.
very familiar, pretty familiar. Right. No, we approved it. Continue right from there. Okay, Don, to you.
I had with me, and I'm not sure why I kept this, but just to address Carl, this is the financial executive summary from MMD when they came out in March and explained all this. And this says, as of May 31, 2023, the unassigned fund balance in the general fund was a little over $2.7 million. So that's, so you subtract 250 from that, and I don't know what else you might have spent this fiscal year, this year, but that was, 22, 23. So I don't know if you use fund balance for taxes last year or whatever.
Did we fund any reserves for this budget? I don't remember.
So, but that's as of May 31, 2023, which is probably less than that, because off the top of my head, I don't remember what you did in this year's budget that's about to end in a couple of days.
Well, and what they've
But
said
anyhow.
is that we really need to do the projects that we budget for, because that attributes to the unreserved fund balance,
Correct. There were some that we did not get.
things that carry over.
What's in the budget, we need to do it.
but there's still a healthy
And-
amount in fund balance.
Right. And as mentioned, Danielle is looking to
Put some, right, that's why she'll put some in the building fund.
Yeah.
Might even increase this one actually.
And she said
Oh,
1.8 million is what we could put into reserves based on the fund balance policy. Which is scary, it's kind of scary for me to put into reserves, but all of it.
Thank you, John. Anything else?
No, the only other thing I want to mention is, Monday, and I'm gonna be out of the country starting Monday till June 8th. So if Heather calls or texts me, it's gonna cost me $10 each time, according to Verizon.
Oh,
So,
You call Monday, I'll call Tuesday.
you want to take my village phone?
send emails are fine. You know,
Okay.
because there'll be Wi-Fi and, you know. they'll
No
just-
call,
Where are you
no calling
going?
or texting of Don.
We're
Darn.
going to Scotland and Ireland and
Oh.
Wales. And we're going to be in Normandy, France, the day before D-Day. We'll be there on the 4th and 5th of June. Then we go back to England and spend a couple of days in London.
Oh, my gosh, I wonder.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
No calling.
No go.
No problem.
What?
It's all
How
right.
can you go there without
I know.
Wow.
playing St. Andrews?
You sure?
Mary doesn't go. Well, we're going to be on the west coast of Scotland.
Okay.
So
Not the
it's
east-
not even-
Not the east side.
It's like we're God of golf.
Right.
Okay, now when do you leave?
Memorial Day.
Okay.
So you can email me, but I may not get right back to you. Remember, there's a 6-hour time difference.
I
too.
understand.
Oh, gosh, enjoy. Oh, that'd be great.
Well, you enjoy
I'm gonna
it. That will be
send
awesome.
Hmm?
I'm gonna post pictures on your
Well,
well.
Mary, I'm sure Mary will. She's a-
Okay.
She loves Facebook, so I'm sure she'll put stuff.
Well, enjoy. Okay. Dave?
Yeah, just, the sidewalk project that was community development block grant from 2023, we just completed down on Kircher Park. I think the neighbors, everybody was very cooperative. The vehicles were out on the streets, the guys could work, they went through weather, provided some delays. I'm hoping they could get there. They went through real fast, it looks really nice. The other part of that project was the cure in place pipelining on Donovan. That's scheduled, waiting to hear back on the schedule on that. We're gonna, I guess, do a deal here before the end of the budget year to make sure we encumber the funds that we need to encumber into this year's budget for that. We did started some crack sealing the last few days, and tomorrow they're gonna start doing a little bit. There's 4 streets that they're doing tomorrow with micro paving. They've sent notices out to residents on those streets are gonna be impacted by it. I know it's Gordon, Kent, Cobb, there's some short ones, Maryvale and, what is it, section of Dunning, but I don't have it. We're doing a bunch, it's just the ones that we're doing tomorrow, so. Those things are going along. One thing I was gonna ask Don, and I just thought of it here, I'm kind of crazy here, but the, part of the sewage treatment plant, it's not part of, I guess it's part of the project, but it's not, but it's our sampler, the sample building, and the town's moving their sample building to the new sample location. We have to have chlorine monitoring down there. The chlorine monitoring requires a reagent, which requires that it not freeze, so we're gonna put up another shed. We have to have electricity out to the shed. The current electricity at the town plant is not big enough to carry the load. They talked about running this 50 amp circuit out there. It's on the town's property, there's a town's contractor. The price there is about $34,000 to run the electric, because it's, you know, it is quite a distance from their influent building where it's gonna go out through. There's a lot of things in the way. we looked at alternatives, we had this a little bit ago, but we did look at alternatives, moving a sampler up, along our line going into the plant. There's not, you know, we thought we had it all figured out, there's electric lines right there, and everything's good, and we checked with the town, and there's not, we said they had checked the same thing, there's some other use, and it's not the right electric there. I don't know if it's real high voltage stuff that's going by, so you can't step it down, or maybe the transformer would make it cost prohibitive to put it, you know, a transformer there, and then we can reduce the power down to what we could use, so. I'm generally allergic to electricity, so I don't believe what they say when they tell me. Yeah, so I don't like all the batteries, any electricians don't like it. So I don't know if that's something that this is part of that whole move, if it's something we need specific authorization from the board to sign. I have to let Art know down at the town about the, you know, whether or not to go. We really don't have any choice, I guess. There's no other way to get power. It's a couple thousand feet off the road, or 1,500, 1,800 feet probably off the road. We do these, but to get power back to it, we try to do it separately, and I think it would cost more or the same to do it any other way. We did try that one alternative, but, so I don't know, I guess I should have sent this out, but I didn't kind of.
Where's it gonna be located?
It's basically where the current shed is now that we test sample the combined flow. Our new shed middle there, they're moving that existing shed to the new sample location for the town. We're gonna put a shed up.
So we have to have our own.
Yeah, and I guess the power that's there isn't sufficient for what it needs gonna be. So we're gonna have to have a little heater in there, to keep the building from freezing. Because we're gonna have sample equipment in there.
Well, was this included in, I forgot the 16 million, whatever, was this $34,000?
It was not calculated into that because we didn't have that at the time when we did the bond resolution.
Could it be part of contingency?
Hold on.
I mean, we have,
Well, it could be, I think this board needs to take a separate resolution to approve Jake or somebody signing a contract or whatever, authorizing the town to engage the electrician, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, for the 34,000. The actual cost, though, can come out of the EFC, you know, it's part of the general upgrade of wastewater treatment plant.
Exactly.
So the money can come out of, if there's enough, can come out of the you know, the interest-free bond, so. It's one of those things when the town sends the village a bill, Danielle can send it through EFC and get paid that way.
Oh,
But I think because it wasn't, Jake didn't, this part of the project wasn't really known at the time you did that amended bond resolution, you probably should take a resolution now authorizing Jake to authorize the town to, what do we want to say, I don't know.
Execute the agreement with the,
Is there an agreement?
there's a contract with the,
I forget what our sent you.
yeah, that's what it is. Check power, here it is. Webster sample shed, 34,800, and the adder is 500, that's if there's a sub-meter. So I would assume if we authorize up to 35.5, just not to exceed or something, but this is,
But does it want the,
no, there's no execution on there, there's just, here's what it
is it
is.
addressed?
Does it?
Says below. Well, it's a quote from Hewitt Young Electric, which is the electric contractor that the town's using for its upgrades down at the plant. So I assume you'd authorize the mayor or Jake to accept their estimate.
execute or accept?
It would be to accept it, because I think at the bottom of this letter, Jake could print it, and just say accept it, date it, sign it, and then send it back to Art.
And I'm sorry for springing this, I just, it's crazy, and we were trying to find an alternative that wasn't 34 grand, but it seems as if
But
there
that
is.
makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
34,800 for the post that we have.
34.8 and an adder of 500 for installation of the sub-meter if they do that.
That way the electrical use will get billed directly to the village.
It'd be nice if we could do that.
So it's worth the fact that we
Yeah.
get it billed
Yes.
direct.
Why
Yes.
wouldn't
Yeah.
I
you
like
be
that.
able to do that?
Yes.
I don't want the town necessarily saying, you use this much or whatever.
Right. You have your own,
Exactly.
you have your own meter to the
Yeah, I'd
shed.
much rather.
Yeah, and that's our,
I mean, and I don't know if they can set it up with that from RG&E because we're, how it's coming in and it's coming off of their building going through. You'd think they would just be able to meter that separately, and then RG&E would have to take that off of, because it would
Yeah.
already go through the town's meter, because it's not side by side. It would
Right.
already go through there, so they'd have to reduce, take it off the town's meter. It's probably not the only time they have it set up like that. but-
Exactly. That's what they do. That's it.
Unless they just look at it as a nominal, not losing.
one way or the other, you should be able to read a meter that
Yeah.
records what it is we are using there.
Yeah, since it's a sub-meter, it sounds like the bill may come from the town.
That's my
And then,
suspect.
That's
yeah,
right.
the bill would come, you'd pay the town, and the town would then, but Jake, somebody could go out there, John could go out there and read the sub-meter to make sure that whatever the town's billing is accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, just do it.
Well, then I have a resolution to allow Jake to accept an agreement to replace the sample shed at the town's wastewater treatment plant, up to $34,800 with an additional $500 allowance for a sub-meter.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I'm just taking notes, hold on one second. And that was to accept it.
Yeah, to accept the agreement to replace the sample shed.
Okay. And was that trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Trustee Buckling?
Aye.
Mayor Byers?
Aye,
Motion passes.
and I think that that would be the best thing to then try to incorporate that into whether it's, what they said continues to, whatever, but part of that. Okay. Next week begins, what, Tuesday? Brush pickup? Pretty much these are done, right? That'll be the first of the first.
No, it's
full
not,
week.
it's not a full week, it'd be the week after, right? I don't even know what, I think because Monday's the 26th, so it would be the week after. Brush pickup on the week of starting, the Sunday is the 2nd.
Okay, so that would be the following.
We could change June 3rd.
Yes.
Or-
Yeah.
All right. Clerk's office.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would assume then, I would
I
think.
don't know.
It's been a little crazy, but we're handling it. So, it's been good. Tax bills will be coming soon, so we're prepared to work on that. And, yeah,
Telephone lines into that.
Jake and Karen, yeah, they didn't stop ringing all day. Passports are going well. I couldn't tell you, we had our passport audit. We have that every 2 years. I stood there for 2 hours as he hammered Jeopardy questions at me. I kind of got into it, it was fun. But he said overall, everything looked great and both the good work. We'll get the report from Buffalo. And Karen and Jake have been working together to the codes and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Good. All right. Well, then I would announce that our next meeting will be on Thursday, June 13th, here at 7 o'clock.
And I just got a
Is
couple.
there anything else? Yes,
And
Judy.
just a couple of quickies. The museum is working on their life membership tree that we have there. When you come in to the museum, it's on the right and it's on the wall. And the leaves that are on it, you can't really even read the names on it. So we're redoing the whole thing. So we're getting all kinds of estimates and we're doing all kinds of stuff. And then historic preservation, we've got Megan Clem coming in. She's the director for preservation services for the Landmark Society. And she's going to be coming in near the end of June to talk with us with our historic preservation and a few things that we're trying to do.
Oh, Daryl.
Really, she's a nice person.
I also emailed tonight, and I CC'd you both and you and Judy, that I wanted to check in with Lynn Barton to see how she's doing, and if she needed any support or whatever to come up with her presentation for the next meeting. So I CC'd you both in there. So,
Are we looking for that?
yes,
Yeah, I'm working with Lynn on a few things over there.
that's why I CC'd you to be
Yeah,
CC'd you.
yeah.
All right.
Also, I believe, Jake, you can piggyback on this, isn't there the Memorial Day Parade Monday? I think it's 9 or 9:30?
Yep,
9:30.
9:30, right?
That begins,
It's, if you're gonna be in the parade, it's at Spry.
right. It's right.
Then it's just
down,
It starts
left on South Avenue and then another left down Main
on
Street and it goes down to the
down to the
cemetery.
cemetery next
Down
door.
to the cemetery.
cemetery.
Yeah, we,
Quick parade.
yeah, I got a phone call today from the police department asking us to spread out some barricades in that form at a time. So we're just gonna have somebody, we're gonna try to, preload them and have them ready to go, but put them out Sunday so they're not screwing all around and looking like garbage Friday and Saturday.
Well, that's kind
I'm just
of,
gonna put them out and then we'll pick them back up Tuesday, but we don't want to leave them out there for tomorrow to Tuesday.
I'd still like us thinking about having a couple of special police too. On our budget. Because they talked about it was like, what, $12,000. It was not like a big deal. I'm going to talk to Mike at the town
I don't,
and see if I can get any more information on it. Yeah. Yeah.
The guys have been working really hard to get the village all ready and pretty and all flowered up.
Oh my gosh, it looks so
flagged
good.
for the
Oh, it
Memorial
really
Day
does.
parade. So,
So we started putting out the tubs.
yep.
That sign I was talking about,
yeah, it's
welcome to Webster, I noticed it again by the new spa there. I looked at that sign, ugh. Welcome to Webster, it says, we should put some flowers in there and new sign.
Yeah, the flowers went in today, the garden club does those, so
Yeah.
they're welcome signs, so I thank them too. But yes, we have to, I know we were working with, I forgot what many was representing at the time, but historic, it wasn't historic preservation, but we're working with folks to come up, I could get, I looked at getting those signs repainted, the gentleman that could repaint them isn't a wildlife painter, so we're looking, we have to set up
Oh, this
something
is
in the
our
board.
preservation, so I think Peter
Yeah.
Elder was looking into some of that
Yeah,
too.
a while ago about when we went in the middle, he said you couldn't recreate what was in those, and they're all fading. So I think I'd sent out some examples, like the gazebo and different things like that, to see if that would work. We talked about doing it in a different material, like a dye-bond material, and having them actually printed. The sign painter wasn't actually, he was I thought, very reasonable to get in there. It was just a matter of what we put in the middle. Then we discussed getting rid of those signs, replace them with the ones like we have down on North Avenue, that one new one with cobblestone base. That's crazy to find, but let me revisit that again with Matt, with some of the, I think some of the opportunities we have now with, especially with the New York Forward thing, I think there's somehow we can look at maybe incorporating that as one of the public projects where we can do, half of me says, let's take the darn thing down, and it looks like it does, but I want to just, close up shop, that's the problem, I guess, so that's.
I think the other one down at that end too, by mobile, same thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all have different birds on them.
Yes.
So they're all, I mean, the guy did a great job painting them, but they can't, no one can recreate those, so I think we have to get something more generic. We get something that we just print up, but I think it loses some of the character is,
Yeah.
when you have, especially the entrance one, but that one that's down on North Avenue, kind of across from Kittleberg's, and new, just the Webster one with a cobblestone base and a shelf on it, I think looks very nice too. Just getting someone that can do the cobblestone again, come out and do that smaller amount and do it for less than the cost of a house.
Well,
So, and that's,
The one that would be here on the west entrance, that would be included in your forward.
Very good.
And the other two would have to be done in, I think. And then to have them done three at the same time, we can do, course of two, whatever, on one, and back to the next, so that's one day, you're progressing through three of them, rather than start on one day, 2 days, 3 days, depending on what's else. That's something that's being discussed with Matt.
Yeah, another thing that historic preservation is looking into, way back 1919, there was a huge, and we're trying to measure it, it's gotta be, she had to be at least 10 feet tall, like a statue of a woman, and it had to do with a women's temperance type group that was here in Webster. And it was located somewhere like where Barry's and Burke's, it was located in there. And it had a trough for like horses to drink out of, and then it had a little cup down there for dogs. And so we're trying to find out more information on it, and then thinking about if we can come up with it, and what the cost is, where could we put it? And we might even, it's even by the firemen there, because it was North Avenue or South Avenue.
that's neat.
So yeah, so we're looking into that one too, and I thought, oh, it is so cute. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Yeah, nice. Well, it's in the Webster, the Webster book.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, anything else? Then I thank you all for watching it, and for coming. So at this time, I'd like to take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And happy anniversary, Carl.
7:52.
We're going ahead with
Fun.
That's
Tonight or
where,
this weekend?
that's where our reception was.
Oh, was it really? Oh my God.
And I lived there. They were upstairs.
Well, no kidding.
Judith did, and I went to school with Judith.
I'm just sucker.
Yeah, and she,
She's living upstairs.
yes, yeah, places.
Oh, I had